Good morning, this is Randy. So, you're seeing the Detroit skyline, I guess you would say. There's Windsor over there and Ford Field. There was a Tiger game last night. MGM Grand Casino. There's the Rensen in the background, which is now named after some corporation. And you can see Windsor, Canada over there. Anyway, I woke up for the second morning in a row with the word Nawalt in my head. And Nawalt stands for not all women are like that, so it's just kind of weird. I know I must have been dreaming about something about not all women are like that, and so when I get these messages in my head and wake up with it, it's a truth, and so it's basically telling me that that's a truth, and it's already something I know, but there's the Ambassador Bridge going to Canada, and I don't know if you can see the old beat-up train station, that tall building, but I wanted to give a couple shout-outs to some people on YouTube that have been making some great videos. First of all, to Show Boundaries. She just made a great video about how to get revenge on a narcissist, and she put it quite well, and really reminded me of another truth, that the best way to get revenge is to have no contact. And I am no contact, so I am kind of enjoying the no contact. It's very, very peaceful. She also gave a couple little examples about how Show Boundaries went ahead and did the same thing back to her narcissist that he said was no big deal when he did it. So she copied him and saw that it was just a horrible offense that she had committed in his eyes when she did the same thing that he did. And I just want to confirm that that is definitely true. Whenever I would go ahead and do the same thing back to the narcissist that he had just done to me, oh my gosh, I was the worst person in the world. And the narcissist would always tell me, he'd admit there's different rules for him. Just because he did it does not mean that I could do it. And what in the hell was I thinking? Now I was going to be punished. And as for, someone had said recently that the narcissist in their life told them that she was his enemy. Well, my narcissist in my life would start out the day asking me if we were going to be friends or enemies that day. And basically it was trying to get me to commit. If I said friends, then basically that was a commitment that I would never say anything against him, that I would agree with him, and I would never try to provoke him or injure him that day in terms of a narcissistic injury. And if I said enemies, then he would be able to gear up, planning on ways he was going to be able to punish me before I even acted, because he enjoyed doling out punishments like I was a little kid. So thank you for that, Show Boundaries. Great video. The next video I wanted to mention that was awesome that I heard yesterday was by Activism of Care. So Activism of Care has finally ditched his borderline cluster B personality female friend. Well, actually, she ditched him, right? But doesn't really matter, because he was just waiting for that to happen. And people had told him that she was no good, which at least is nice that someone recognized it. But, and that she was using him. So, I just want to remind Activism of Care that my theory is that your friend is not done with you, although she claimed that she is. If she truly is using you, she's just baiting you, waiting for you to apologize and wants you to come back to her. And if you do not do that, then what she's going to do is find another way to forget what happened and forgive you without saying anything, and then just come back into your life and continue to use you and act like nothing happened. That might occur, so watch out for that. But I love your videos, Activism of Care, because you're so articulate and you just let it rip. And I just love the way you describe these people as delusional and psychotic, because truly, truly, that is what they are, and they're subhuman. So thank you. And the third one that I have to listen to again is by Narcissist Free, and that is her rant about codependency and about Ross Rosenberg's interview with Vaknin. You know, it doesn't anger me as much that we're called codependents. Because, you know, I've been around for a long time, and I am of the generation where codependency was started in terms of being a partner of an alcoholic. And I have been a partner of an alcoholic twice. Both of my ex-husbands were alcoholics. So I do fit that in that sense. However, she really did get me thinking about another great point. And that is, we know that these sneaky, covert narcissists, the ones I know about are the covert somatic types. These sneaky ass covert narcissists fool everybody and anybody that they want to fool. They manipulate the shit out of so many different people. So all the people that they manipulate, trick, fool, all those people are not codependents. They can fool anybody. It's not just people who are bleeding hearts and doormats that they fool. I mean, if it was, then what we would be talking about is how not to be a doormat anymore. We wouldn't be talking about this insidious mental illness that is part of a personality that's evil and that continually harms people psychologically and causes so much havoc in the world. So I really would have to agree with Narcissist Free's rant about all of us being assumed as codependents. And a lot of people were hurt in their childhoods in one way or the other. We can analyze that. I mean, I would venture to say everyone was, in some way or another. And it is every person's job when they become an adult to look into that, to introspect, and to redesign some of the lies that have been put into their head by society, perhaps by their parents, teachers, church ministers, priests, etc. So this morning, while I'm looking at the Detroit skyline and the sun rising, I am just thanking all of the YouTube anti-narcissist groups of people, and I'm supporting you, and I'm giving you a big thumbs up on all that you do, validating your opinions and all of your rants and your perspectives. Have a great day.